Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Bielsa's Leeds playthrough in Football Manager 2018 with me, host Luckymarine. Said I was going to bring you back for the US Orléans, I think it's a French team, yep, game, but that was obviously a lie. They're only friendly games. They're only friendly games. We were just trying to get our tactics sorted out, but I thought if we can now get through Millwall and the Coventry game, we might be able to get through both in one episode. And we'll see how we get on against the dirty Millwall. I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that because if we look at general here, other rivalries, Millwall, historic. Historic Millwall rivalry. Plus, we ended up selling them Luciano Becchio. Not sold them. We swapped Luciano Becchio for Big Fat Steve Morrison. Big Fat Lazy Steve Morrison, who did absolutely fuck all. Swapped our biggest goal scoring threat in that, I think it was 2013 season. Last day of the January transfer window, and we ended up with Big Fat Steve Morrison, who, I don't know, he probably scored about 2 goals in the remainder of the season. What a crap transfer that was. Anyway, moving swiftly on, let's have a look how we line up against stupid Millwall. If we lose against Millwall after what happened last season, I'll not be happy. So we're lining up with Boca, maybe? No, we'll put Douglas in. Douglas and Aylings as our wing back. Forshaw because he's fit and because he can play there, but Calvin Phillips again last night against Bolton did really well. He's an entirely different player this season as to the person he was last season. I think a lot of it has to do with his positioning on the pitch. He's more defensive, therefore there's less to think about. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in the best way possible. But yeah, he's doing really well. I won't be surprised to see a big jump in these stats when 2nd of November comes around, when the next rendition of Football Manager is out. The Bok, no. Might have to be. Pontus Jansson starts this game suspended. He did start the start of the 2017. So they're suspended as well. Well, we're playing the 2017 season, but with a 2018 mod over the top of it. So, oh well. Can't have everything. Do we even play De Bok? We're Berardi, but apparently he just can't play there at all. At least De Bok can to an extent, even though Ayling can. Ayling can play centre back. Do we put Berardi on? No, the crossing's not too good. And there's only one difference. Gets forward whenever possible, knocks ball past opponent. I do like this with Ayling. Berardi, I doubt. Berardi will have something like smashes people with his face. Dives into tackle. Yeah, I was fairly close. As for everything up front, Harrison Alioski, Alioski and Saiz both are struggling a little bit with fitness just because they got injuries pre-season. Who do we have on the bench that could come in those wide areas? Robert's good. Dallas good. Hernandez is out for not that long, I don't think. 6 days and 2 weeks. Yeah. So I would like to start Phillips here. However, looks like Forshaw is going to take that position. Forshaw. I'll just get on with it. Let's just get on with it. Plays in Alioski. I like him match fitness. No, there was something else that I needed to do. What was it? Somewhere in here. I've entirely forgotten. It wasn't go short of passing. It was something. It was something. I'll figure it out. Let's go. So, giant red squares in the middle of the pitch. just here, but we do play in various phases. So as long as we can bridge the gap here, we should be okay. Result will come. It will. We're at home. It's against Millwall. Should be a packed stadium. There's one thing that Leeds are famous for. It's their absolutely crazy rampant support. 20, was it 20,000 last night for Bolton? First round of the Mickey Mouse Cup. I think it was something like 19,600, maybe. First round of a cup. It's unheard of. We had other championship games struggling to bring in 7 or 8. And then there's Leeds with 19. A lot of it's probably to do with the Bielsa effect, but well, not a lot of it, but there'll be a good portion of that because of the way that we've started the season and because of the Bielsa effect. And let's see how we get on against a team in our own league. That was good. That deserved a goal. But that was some good passing inside that box. That wasn't so good though. Can we please? Somebody? Cooper slides in well there. Ailing picks up the loose ball and... No, come on Ailing. I suppose he didn't have much in front of him. With a high defensive line, the long goal kick gets kicked into an area that's packed with people. There's more of a chance of us picking up. He's not going to be able to pick out. Hopefully, he's not going to be able to pick out his own man. There's going to be competition for when that ball comes down. Come on, get into him. Steve Morrison is 80 years old now. At least. Roof inside to Saeed. Skips past his man, as per usual. Oh, that was beautiful. He's offside, I think, but that was beautiful. Was he not? He was not. Felt like he was offside, but I'll go with it. Nikita. Recognise the name. Might be a loanee from someone. Oh, that was poor. Oh, that was poor. No one committed to him. No one committed to him. And go. Oh, that's terrible. Relatively against the run of play as well. No, who is this? Who is this going to ground far too easily? Douglas. And then who else was it? Not Debok. Who's behind? Is it Debok? No. Ailing. Ailing came across but just missed him completely. That was bad. The build-up play is alright. The build-up play is getting better. The replication of the build-up play, should I say, is getting a lot better. Ailing and Douglas are starting to move beyond. Oh, you guys should have pulled the trigger there, Says. Are starting to move beyond their respective wingers, inside forwards even. Speculative from outside the box. Not really going in, ever. Every 20 of those that you take, one might sneak in, but we're not doing too bad. We are on top. In terms of possession, this is good. Douglas, our full back, on the left. In an advanced position. That's what I want to see. Same with Ailing on the other side. I think it'll come good. They just need to get used to it. There's been a lot of tinkering. There's been a lot of tinkering with this pre-season, and I'm almost tempted to bring in another striker, one that doesn't have the shoot from distance PPM. Is it PPM? Personal preferred, preferential something movement piece thingy? I don't know. But yeah, Roof has the shoot from distance, and it's not good. Size doesn't have it, but I suppose he was already on the edge of the box. There wasn't much that was in front of him that opened up. Alright, taking 2 out of the equation. Forshaw gets it forward. It just needed a... I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Just needed a little nick on the way through. Haleski picks up the ball. Forward to Roof. There's no one really there. He's going to take it. Nah, Roof's coming off half time. Not off. I might shuffle them around. I can't have someone getting into that position and then wasting that opportunity. No, aggressive. Show me something else. This is Millwall. Come on. I'll keep Roof on until 60 minutes. Roberts is the only real like for like. Unfortunately, Bamford picked up an injury. That was terrible play. And our back line is as crooked as a dog leg. What was going on there? Not impressed. Forshaw sweeps up, out to Ayling, back to Forshaw, across the box to Leoski, who is the second time of asking. I mean, both of them were on target, I suppose. Could hit that in with a little bit more venom. Saiz was a little bit unlucky there. Alright, another 5 minutes. Ah, oh, Saiz, I can't allow you to carry on injured. Glitch. Let's bring you on. Roberts on for Roof. Blocker for Douglas. Douglas is having a bad game. Bit risky doing all 3 subs, but things need to happen. Things need to change. Also going to flip Roberts to an advance forward. Now that we don't have Saiz in that hole, I don't think there's going to be much interplay. Right, Forshaw sweeps up, out to Haleski, into Klitsch, to Roberts. Oh, come on, Roberts. Tell me that you don't have the shoots from distance. How the... How? How? How do you keep that out? Goalkeeper with his magical gloves on. Alright, Haleski picks up. Roberts to Harrison, flashes across the face of the goal. Nobody's decided to chase after that. That's a throw-in. How did they keep that out? Roberts. I'm trying to click on Roberts to see if he's got shoot from distance. Fairly wide, more direct. Run his defence. At the moment, it doesn't feel like we have. Well, with Saiz off the pitch, we now certainly don't have the. No, come on, we don't have the people with the skill. Plus, with Hernandez being out, we just don't have the skill on the pitch for the intricate passing game. Right, Harrison out to glitch. No one is running out. They were all offside. They're all offside for far too long. They don't move themselves. They don't move themselves quick enough. 26 shots, 7 on target. That's fucking ridiculous. So one thing I've been trying to cut out. The long shots. The stupid long shots. It's the kind of thing that I wanted from Migliorini. Be able to use his height to try cut out those balls over the top. 26 shots. With 7 on target. 19 shots, just probably from outside the box. I'm unimpressed. Unimpressed with the amount of shots that we've taken. That needs to come down a lot. And the on target needs to go up by a lot. 15 shots off target. It's like I'm ranting all the way through the fact that we've scored a goal. But it's kind of exactly the type of goal that I want us to be scoring. Kind of, sort of, to an extent. Ayling, Douglas or Bocker on the other side, contributing to the goal. Could have a Vosho. Game kicked. Comes out wide to the Bock, and that's it. That has been poor. That has been really, really poor. This is horrific. This many shots for just this on target. No. That's not how this team plays. You are all shit. Roof, I will take a hammer to your legs if you don't unlearn shoots from distance. Pushing out for 1 or 2 days, fair enough. Bamford, tell me that you don't have shoot from distance. You don't. Right. You don't either. Fair enough. Alright. Well, not the best start. What else can I do to this to stop them from shooting from distance? I've got to work ball into the box. I don't know what else I can do. I think we go fairly wide instead of wide. Like we're trying to push things too wide. Maybe not to the point where we're retaining possession. Go a little bit more direct as well. Let's not exploit the flanks either. Go with that. Roof. Instead of being false 9, you're now an advanced forward. Now that we've tested ourselves against a championship club, we just don't have enough teeth going forward. If we had a better skill in our team, then I think we could get away with not having an advanced forward, having a false 9 and having the false 9 on support attacking playmaker, maybe advanced playmaker, sorry, on attack, maybe even shadow striker, so that these two swap positions and there's some interplay there. But I think we need to wait until we've got a bit more skill in the side. So, first game of the season was entirely undeserved. No, I think we deserve more than that. Probably didn't. I mean, on the weight of random shots towards the onion bag, then fair enough. But it's not about random shots, is it? It's about shots on target. If it's not on target, then you might as well just give the ball to the opposition. That was poor. That was really poor. Right, we're going to play the next game against Coventry City. See how we get on. Transfer window is still open. We still have money. So we might pick up somebody. We might also sell a few people on. Our squad's a little big for what I want. You want me to give him the under-23 assistant manager job? No, I think we're good in terms of staff. We are really lacking in terms of goalkeeping staff, but there's only 2 people on the team that benefit from goalkeeping staff. So the onus has to be on training the outfield people before I look at training the keepers. And we're already at max amount of coaches that we can get, according to the board. Alright. Bamford, will put you on the bench. And that'll be it. Give Roof another go. See how he gets on. Wasn't impressed with him last time out. If I'm not impressed with him again, then he might have to sit on the bench for a while. Until he's unlearnt certain things. Right, let's go. Crossfield, Harrison and Ayling sat on top of each other. Not amazing. The Peacock Farrell holds well. Miglerini forward to Forshaw. Out wide to nobody. Out wide to nobody. Pretty certain I have the entirety of my central defence set as less risky passes. Oh. Alright, Zayas picks up. Sprays it out wide. To Ayling. Back to DeBock. To Forshaw. Forward to Harrison. Ayling should be making the run on the outside. He is. Good. Should have taken that down and used it with your feet. Anyway, out to Harrison. Cross the box. And it's a penalty. Alright, so there were flashes of what I want to happen. Oh, happening over in this corner. Well done, Alioski. Harrison cutting inside, Ayling getting beyond. Ayling had time to bring down that pass and run to the byline. Thinking tactics. We're relatively safe here. Yeah. Thinking tactics, you can tell them to try and get to the byline. Cross from byline. I've got cut inside with ball, so getting to the byline isn't a thing for... No, it's not for you. For Ailing. From byline. So he's been told to get to the byline. Keep wide, get further forward, stay wider. Might have been a one-off. Anyway, Size picks up the ball. Forward to Roof. Roof runs like he's in treacle. 4-shot out wide to Harrison. Harrison wide to Roof, or cross box to Roof, but it doesn't quite come off for him. I think he was trying to nod that back towards Size. Size across box. 2-4 short. Everyone ahead of him there was offside. It's something that Football Manager doesn't really get right, and they constantly don't get it right. From set pieces, the defending side always rushes out really quickly. It puts your entire team offside for quite long periods. Next time it happens, I'll pause the game and you'll be able to see. After things like free kicks and corners, happens a lot. Which means that if the ball comes out to someone who is obviously dressed in white on your side or whatever, then they have to mooch around with the ball for a while until your entire team get their shit sorted. Anyway, Saiz on the ball. I don't know who that was to Saiz. Maybe you're trying to play it off someone. Alright. So slow the game down, then drop it with your feet and pass it to the central defender. Good. We retain possession. We can start passing. Oh, we can start passing up the field. Fair enough. No, this is. I mean, we're trying to stick to our principles. I'm not pleased. I'm not impressed, and I'm not pleased. Makes run to the near post. Who is that? Luckymarine. As every good striker should. As every good defender should. If you're a defender, then in your mind you have to start thinking like a striker. If you can think like a striker as a defender and make the runs that a striker would, chances are you're going to be able to defend that ball really, really well. You have to be proactive as opposed to being reactive to the person that's around you. Otherwise, you know, you're half a yard off the game, and half a yard results in a goal. Alright, Alieski picks up. Long, hopeful punt upfield. Heading into Saiz, who's picked up a yellow card. Back out to Forshaw. Forshaw with the ball forward, picks up again to Alioski. Oh my word. Okay, alright. We're playing Coventry. There are people with the size on a 6.3 here. What have I done? Coventry City won't be too disappointed. I bet they're not. I bet they're not too disappointed. Again, aggressive. I'm not happy. Get back out there and start playing football. Not running around like headless chickens. Again, 6 shots, only 2 of them on target. It's a ratio that I find unacceptable. Hence the work ball into the box. Well, there's a long period where nothing really happened. Game. Yeah, oh, someone receiving a yellow card. Usually when it slows down like that, it's because something's happening. Alright, Miglerini across to the box. I suppose not having a decent defence is not helping us out. Janssen would shore us up a little bit. Slides into Roof, who is entirely isolated. Comes into Ailing, back to Roof. That should have been a goal. Some good build-up play there. Well, at least it was a shot on target. There. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 people offside there. They run out from the corner a lot quicker than our people do. So if someone picks up the ball here, they have to wait for this lot to get their shit together and to get back on side. Annoys me a little bit. Right. Bamford. We're bringing Bamford. Saeed, I'm going to try to keep you on the pitch. Phillips, let's bring you on. Dallas, Faliowski. Let's go with that. It's a bit of a risk using all of our subs, especially with Saeed being on the yellow card and at 65%. But I don't know. A lot of our attacking comes through Saeed. Okay. Not bad. No shot from outside the box though. Right, so he's advanced playmaker just on support. Inside forward on attack and attack. Let's try that. I'll try and drop Saeed back a little bit. Just to operate in a little bit of space. Right, Douglas should pick this up. All the way back to Peacock Farrell. Short ball out to De Bock, good. Out wide to Ailing. Has Harrison ahead of him. All the way back to De Bock, Ailing to Phillips. This is better. That's okay. Well, we get possession back somehow. Douglas across the box and Harrison smashes it in. A little bit lucky. A little bit lucky that that ball on the ground across the box wasn't cut out, but the finish was applied well. I'll give him that much. Okay, a little bit better. Still, it is just Coventry. In terms of match stats, almost half of our shots have been on target. We are getting better with that. Out wide to the block, up to Ailing, forward again for Harrison. That's much better. And then Ailing to try and get around the side. Yeah, that's better. Did no one think that he'd do anything with that ball? Did you not think about closing him down? Oh my... Did they not think about closing him down? Here. What's going on? He's not running. He's not running. He's not running. This guy running a little bit, but still, you should be, instead of looking down the line, he's already ahead of you. Why the fuck are you trying to why the, oh my word, why the fuck are you trying to maintain a line when the ball's already ahead of you? You twat. What's the word for a collection of twats? Actually, no, this guy was actually, was it Debok? Was actually running. The rest of them were just trying to hold a line. An imaginary line that they don't need to hold because the ball's already ahead of them. Bielsa, blame that on you. Well. Again, I'm not happy. And we start extra time against Coventry City. This is not exactly Bielsa football. If you come looking for Bielsa football, then this most certainly is not it. I can only apologise. My pixelated people are not doing what I would like my pixelated people to do. There is a defender I've just seen with a 6.4. If we go back a little bit there. Watch here. There's a point there where we have 4 people offside. So Phillips, the ball's come out to Phillips, but he's having to pass it to people around him. He's got these three people to pass it to. The corner taker's probably offside as well. He's got these 3 people to pass it to, and that is it. Everyone else, continuing to be offside, This annoys the shit out of me. They should be busting and got to get back on side to be part of the game. Oh, Coventry City doing the little back heels. Maybe. I'm not doing counter-attack, not against Coventry. Oh, come on, Bumford. Alright, Douglas into Phillips. Back out to Douglas. Across the box. Bamford controls well and flashes just wide of the post. It was alright, but I think there was a pass on there. The magic of the cup, ladies and gentlemen. They can ram the magic of the cup up their arse. There is no way this should have been 2-1. Actually, no, looking at the match stats. Probably is a fair reflection, but I thought I'd got my tactics down during pre-season, during the friendlies. Evidently not so. It's going to require more work. Or less work. I know with the KV Mechelen playthrough that we did, there was a point at about 9 matches in where we got rid of everybody's orders. We made our tactics mega basic, and it seemed to really work. Maybe some of these players just don't think that well. But that was alright. That was alright. Out to Ayling. Back inside to Saiz. Turns his man. Into Bamford, who just lays it in front to Dals, who's in the penalty area, therefore. Yeah. That was better. Maybe the inside forwards on attack instead of support, so they're more likely to get into those positions. We look really bad at the back. Really bad. Saracen picks it up. Out wide to Debok, down the line to Ailing. Should have been on the floor. There wasn't much that Ailing could do with that, apart from prevent it from going out. Good with long ball forward, comes back to Douglas, down the line for Dallas, who he's relatively fresh. He should be able to get a decent cross in to Bamford, who just nods it over. Well done, Phillips. Harrison across field to Dallas. Dallas again across to Bamford. Bamford knocks it back the way it came. That's how you generate all your power. And this is probably safe. That's a lot better. Yeah, I think our wide players being inside forwards on attack instead of support, they're a lot more likely to be up in line with our striker. Which means that it's less likely that our striker is going to be isolated in that scenario. Good. Still concerned about our defensive frailties. It is only Coventry. You were Paul there. It's Coventry. Don't mean that in a disparaging way, but seems confused and demotivated. Well, do you not realise the disparity in not only wages but quality? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. A draw and a win. It's not been good. It's not been amazing. Predominantly left-footed. Might be better throwing him on the other side of the pitch. I know for inside forward you want them to be on the left foot here, so as they cut in, the left foot can get the shots on the goal. But I want them also to be able to cross across the box, if that makes sense. So, tactics. Inside forward on attack, inside forward on attack. You on advanced playmaker support. And we'll try that out. For the next game, Janssen is not injured, therefore he will make an appearance. What else have we got available to us? Not much. Well, the transfer window is still open. We still have options. We still have a little bit of money in the bank. Almost 3.5 million. I mean, what could we pick up? What could we pick up? Sent Baker back on loan as well. Sent Baker back on loan? Sent Baker back to Chelsea. He had been on loan. But it just wasn't good enough. What would make us better? Who would want to come in on loan? Patrick Cutrone. Oh, we've got Bamford and Roof. I don't think we need additional cover up front. I don't know. I'm going to have to look through this. Maybe bring in another winger. Or someone able to play on both sides. Perhaps. Anyway, I've been Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. A draw and a win. Hopefully, we can push on from here and do a little bit better. But until then, do take care.